Hi everyone, this is Diane. Gotta turn my fan off. It is just after 7 p.m. and this is the first chance I've had to do a video. I've been busy with my grandsons today. But I did get up here while they were watching TV and I did do some crafting. I want to show you the papers that I colored yesterday. Show you how they turned out in the Let's Make a Mess With Me videos. But first I want to show you what I've done today. I used my Mermaid stamp designed by Jen Bishop, and my hands are all painted up, just full of color. Jen Bishop, who has the shop Dreams Etc., designed this stamp for Carabelle Studio. And I ordered this from either her Etsy or her website. I don't remember. I'll have to try to find it and link it below. But I wanted something of hers and I ordered this stamp. And then I decided to make these mermaid journals, so that was perfect. So here is the cover for one of the books, and I brushed it with this Winsor & Newton iridescent medium. I had gotten this from Amazon. And I just poured it in a little cup and just brushed it on. But this is really made to be mixed with paints, other kinds of media to make them shimmer. So I did put some shimmer on this. I wanted to cover this eagle up. So this is one of the cut-aparts from the paper stack that I'm using, and it says A Magical Mermaid. So I'm going to put that here, but I'm going to adhere it to some dark blue. I need to turn this. Some dark blue cardstock and put it there. And then I stamped this mermaid on white cardstock and inked it with Distress Oxide inks, and then painted it with shimmer because I didn't think to put the shimmer in the color. My daughter was actually here to pick the boys up, and she asked me if I was going to add shimmer to the mermaid books, and I said, oh, that's a good idea. So I added it after the fact. But I have to add a little more color to this one. I am doing 2 books. So let's see if that works. I'm going to do a little bit of abandoned coral and a little bit of the pink, which is called Sponge Sugar. Now I tried coloring the paper first, but it didn't stamp very well. It may have been because I didn't let the paper dry enough, but I went ahead. It is stays on, so I can wet it after I stamp it without a problem. So that's what I did. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of these pink tone inks to it. There, I like that. Oh, and I still didn't add the shimmer. See how absent-minded I am? So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'll just paint some shimmer over it. In the meantime, I did do some Cricut cutting today. So let me show you. I did 2 of everything since I'm doing 2 journals. So we have 2 of these tags, and these are from the Damask. I forgot that it's got 2 words in the title, but it's Damask set, and I use the tags. And I did these. I forgot which set. Oh, these are from, I can't remember which cartridge, but they have little tiny shell shapes. These were a pain to poke all those out because they didn't all stick to the mat. But my daughter was here, so she did one and I did one. And it just, after I glued it to the white background, I thought that was worth it because they're so cute. And I did 2 of these. I still have to glue this on. They turned out bigger than I thought they would. I'm never quite sure. I put in 2 inches. and it's 2 inches wide, but sometimes it's 2 inches this way. You just have to remember which way it's facing in the little book, and that'll tell you. But anyway, it ended up being longer than I thought, but I think it's going to be fine. I'm not sure how I'm going to use it, if it'll be a tag or a glued down pocket or what, but we'll figure it out. I'm going to add this part to it. So I have 2 of those, and then I did these shells. They can be tuck spots, and I made these little shell cards. So I'll probably glue some white paper to the inside so you can see the shell, and then you'll be able to write on the white paper inside. And then this was a cartridge called Art Nouveau. I bought that cartridge because I absolutely love Art Nouveau designs, but they are very detailed and very layered, and I don't really like to do Cricut cuts with a lot of layers, but I had to have these seahorses, and it really wasn't that many layers, and they turned out so cute. So that's going to be an awesome little tuck spot. So I'm going to show you the papers, at least from one set of papers. But I'm going to do a little bit more work on them. They ended up, after they dried, they ended up being better than I was afraid. Than I was afraid they would after that video, the videos that I made yesterday. But I did have to pull out 1 page from each set that I just didn't like, and it wasn't one of the pages with the pretty mermaid images. But this is one where I tried the alcohol ink, and forgetting that it just instantly bleeds through. But I can cut up pieces of it and make ephemera with that. And the other one was this one, because the paint got all over that side. And some of the papers do have paint on this side, but they look okay. This one I didn't like, so I got rid of those. They will not be in the books. So this one turned out nice. It's very pale. This one, the color comes through, but that's okay. It just adds more watercolor look to it. And it looks like that on that side. This one, a lot of color came through. This is just one of the textured papers that I added with the scallops. Looks like scales. And this one has the mermaid's tail on it, but this is what it looks like on the back, and you can see the tail. There's a little bit of brown ink there. But I'm going to doctor some of these up. There's another textured one. This one is gorgeous. So you can see this is actually a double-sided thinner sheet. It's not cardstock, but it's double-sided, and I like the colors. This one turned out quite nice. So what I've done is I brought some stencils over and some distress walnuts. Oh, I didn't want walnut stain. I wanted vintage photo. Well, I don't know where the vintage photo is. Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna find a paper that needed a little help. Maybe this one. I didn't go back and add colors to the ones that I said I was going to because I was just tired of the mess by then. So I'm going to take this one that kind of looks like scales and just add a little bit of color to it with my Vintage Photo Distress Ink and my blending brush and see how this goes. So I think that gives it a little more depth and texture, and I like that. I have these in the order that I want them, and I don't remember where I got this from. I think it was right there. Well, I can't remember how I had these arranged. Guess it doesn't really matter. This is upside down. I'm gonna add a little bit to this piece. And I'll add something that looks kind of like seaweed here. Try to do this one lighter. This one looks like it could be bubbles. And of course, some of them will have pockets and tuck spots added. Just because there's a little bit of brown there. I'll add some bubbles on this page too. This one needs something. we'll use this one with the smaller dots here. So I guess you can say you have mixed media pages in these smash books, because I used different kinds of inks and paints and sprays, and now I'm using distress ink. I use shimmers for the cover. Those two just look too pink. Okay. I have this stamp also that I bought at Hobby Lobby. I used it the last time I made mermaid journals. It would fit that way. This part would be punched and bound, but that would be alright. Don't know if that's what I want to do though. I'll think about that. Put him right there. And I've got my cutoff pieces and lots of journaling cards. I bought these index cards at Walmart in the back to school supplies, and there was only one pack left, but they're ombre index cards, and they're blank on the back, and they come in these 3 colors, which are perfect for this journal, so I'll use some of them too. What else? I have this piece of wallpaper that I want to use. Put a pocket right there, and I'll I'll sew that in. I'll have to cut it, of course. I'll sew that in as a pocket. I did prepare some wallpapers for the pocket envelopes in these journals. So for this, under the C one, the Mermaid one, I chose this wallpaper that I just got in a Happy Mail. It was wrapped around some of the items from Deb Taylor, and I want to just sew this seashell onto it and then sew the envelope together and then bind it in to the journal. That'll be a pocket down here. This card will fit in one of the pockets. Maybe this one. So I have this. This tag will also fit into one of the pockets. I have these two pieces to use. Let's put something toward the back. I think I might just put this in the envelope. That way you could glue a picture to the back of it and glue it wherever you want to. So this will be included in the envelope. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 'Put something there. 8 1/4. That's too long. What I do with all the journaling cards. Oh, they're right here. So if I make a pocket out of this and use this as a trim at the top, because it kind of blends into that background, but this will distinguish it. Just wanted to see what size cards I have here. So I will sew them on. In order for the seahorses to be right side up, it has to be on, and the jellyfish, has to be on this side of the page. So I'm going to flip this page over and put it here. Okay, so that will go here. This paper was a Prima paper that I chose because of the shell designs on it and the scaly looking thing right there. Okay, good. Since I've got all the Cricut stuff done and the coloring of the pages done, the rest of it should go together pretty quickly, I hope. Oh, we're about half an hour here. So, sorry. I just wanted to do a quick video because I didn't get a chance to do one today. I think I should stick her on somewhere for a journaling spot, or maybe I'll just tuck her in a pocket. I don't want to take up too much room where you would want to stick stuff. So tomorrow I will sew all these things on. I'll do some stamping on the pages and put the book together. I think I have to, let me see what the cover looks like. Oh yeah, I will definitely want to cover that. I just made a smash book with another one of these American Heritage books, and I left this there because it was a travel journal. But I'll have to find some paper to cover it. I don't think that I will wrap paper around this edge because this is a kind of a thick cover. I don't know if I'd still be able to put it in the channel of my Bind It All. Just looking at my other papers I have here. I hate to use a double-sided one for that, though. Well, I'll have to look and find something. So, I have to work in the morning, but I don't have any kids to take care of after work, so I should be able to come back and hopefully finish this journal tomorrow. Here's another stamp that I have that I can use. Alright, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go get some rest. I'm very tired today. And I'll be back with you tomorrow. Bye-bye.